Jodie Williams, I know we spoke on Sunday following the defeat against Aberystwyth Town, but have there been any positives you've been able to take since that defeat?
Yeah, definitely. It's a learning opportunity for sure, and something that we've spoken about a little bit at the start of this week as a team and coaching staff. But yeah, always learning opportunities to take from games like that. It was a tough pill to swallow last Sunday, but yeah, opportunities for us to learn and move forwards with.
Well, we are back in action this weekend. It's a derby game against local rivals Wrexham. What kind of response are you expecting from the players when they take to the pitch on Sunday?
For them to go out and execute what we expect of them, whether that's in terms of game plan, whether that's in terms of physically what they're putting into the game, all the aspects that we would expect from them to go out and make sure that we're giving Wrexham the best game possible.
Well, Wrexham have made a good start to the season themselves. They've won both their matches. They sit in first place in the table. They did lose both games here at Park Hall last season, though. So will that give your side any sort of psychological advantage this time around, do you think?
We can't count on that. There possibly be some factors considered in and around, but it's something that we can't count on. We've got to make sure that this is a fresh week for us. It's a new game. It's a different type of game. Wrexham, similar to us, have had a lot of changes over the summer in terms of players and management, and we need to go out there and ensure that we're putting into practice, again, as I say before, all the things that we've done through this week, and it will be a different type of game, and we can't take into account any givens from last season.
You've had one training session already this week, another one to come tonight. How have preparations been going so far?
Yeah, good, really good. We're happy with what's going on the pitch. We have made sure that we've put a few things into place for supporting the girls ahead of this week, knowing that it's going to be a big game, and off the back of last weekend's disappointing result. There's certainly been some aspects that we've considered as staff as well, in and around, and how we can make sure that moving into this week was not only positive but a really good hard work ethic going in, given the scale of the game this weekend.
Will there be any specific areas that you'd be looking to work on ahead of that game this weekend?
I think it's just a case of making sure we're sticking to our game plan, whilst we want to take into account some of the things that Wrexham have done in their first couple of games and some of the changes that they've had over the summer. We focus on us. So it's ensuring that the girls are all prepared for that, they're understanding that, and we're on the same page.
You've named an unchanged side in each of your last two matches. I'm obviously not expecting you to reveal your starting lineup, of course, but are we likely to see any fresh faces come into the 11 this time around?
I think it's a case of just looking at what we've got available this week in terms of players and what people have been doing on the pitch, and just assessing that really. So it's a case of there potentially could be some changes, but it's also one of those where we've been happy with how the girls have performed, how they've gone into the games in the main. And I think it's just a collective of assessing of how this week goes in terms of starting 11 on Sunday.
Finally, tickets for the game are on sale now. £6 for adults, £4 for concessions and £2 for under-16s. How important will it be to have the backing of the fans here this weekend?
It's a big game. It's a derby game. So, yeah, I'd encourage everyone to come and support the women's team, come and hopefully see a good game of football that both ourselves and Wrexham, I'm sure, are going to put on display, and get in and back the club and back the team, please.